All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out and... And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 4 set. 54, 15 on it. 15 on it. 54. Watch 54.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
54. Mike 54. Coming.
From the gun, Daniels. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready up.
Sam, watch out. Check.
Delta.
54. Mike, 54.
Army. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. 1, 2, 3.
On first and 10, Daniels.
Switch up, switch up.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded inside the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
Here we go. Set. 90. Roll. Watch the curl.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Gordon on first down. A big play there by Gordon. 45 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We got this.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 53's Mike.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Ready, go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ready.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's complete to Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready. 4's hands. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, Daniels. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch time.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
4 down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Right here. 66. Bullet high. Deuce. Stand go.
Now Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Set. Go to base. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Wants to run.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
Right there.
Because otherwise, this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Mike 50. Plant. Mike 53. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On first down, it's Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's go.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike 51. Mike 51. He can't hang. He's not
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And Diggs has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Daniels. The open man is Smith. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
2nd down and inches. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on, baby, let's go.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fellas, let's go. Watch the ball.
Mike, 53.
Got it.
They'll drop the throw. He juked him. Gets this one to Hill. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
2nd and 5. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Haywood. 53 is Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Here we go.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
45's the mic. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Watch the curl.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Get your swerve on.
Undercrush.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Gets it to Gordon. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Echo.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
From the gun, Daniels. He's going to go for a big play down. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Let's go.
A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Daniels. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
45's the mic. Hey,
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And the catch made by Johnson.
keep playing hard.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Watch it right.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Vikings
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Double dog, double dog.
Chopper, safe, ready, go.
Now back to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And some room to maneuver. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
51's the mic.
He'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down, Falcons.
Okay, break.
This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You don't want it. I 7, let's go.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, let's go.
2nd and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Daniels. And his throw here's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Oh, yeah!
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go, here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That's 6, baby.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
We got all day.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Let's go.
On third down, Daniels. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Full trot.
3 buzz. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 4th down, Daniels. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chapman.
Let's go.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
What we got?
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On first down, Daniels. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the receiver.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions. Going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the screen.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together